May you be encouraged today. The sun is here and the snow. It's so wonderful. Match made on earth. Heaven here on earth. Hi, everybody. Some parts of the park are really closed for the snow conditions, and also I'm sure they're trying to figure out how to move some of it, but that's what's going on the streets. Lots of snow, so parking is limited. People are having to think outside of the box and just take care of ourselves best way we know how. That's the thing. There's so much we have no control over. Nature is one, but we can make a contribution to Mother Nature to take care of her. Yes, right? Yes, I know. We know this. So anyway, I'm out here in the beautiful Elements, New York City. This is the conservatory area of Central Park. I haven't been over this way in quite some time. I've taught yoga here, up there, in a beautiful area. But it's been some time, so I'm happy that my travels led me here in this area to walk through and slow down a bit. So I just wanted to say hello. I want to inspire you today. Well, hopefully you always inspire. Hopefully I am a presence that also brings that inspiration for more wonderful life to you. Wildlove living, a life of joy. Let's just simplify it. So let's take a quick walk. Yep, lights is closed off. This is a beautiful fountain. It's generally running when it's warm. There's some footage. I don't know if I put it on my channel or not of my practice here. Definitely doing more of that this year, sharing more of that. Not because anybody really needs to follow me, but just to have the experience of pleasant beingness within yourself. And it comes through a practice of your mind, where your mind says it's all well, and so it is. Yeah, here's the platform where I teach. Look at that. That's still so beautiful. Snow covered, but still so beautiful. This park is such a sweet reminder of serenity. Here in the city, amongst all the activity, and I say and remind myself there is no judgment of that, because no matter where you go, there you are. And so it's all your perception. And just like the sun and the snow and the cold and the warmth of the sun rays, everything is always at play, and we get to choose. So again, want to be an inspiration. I wanted to share really quickly an experience I just had. So I had a wonderful morning during my sadhana, my practice, and just being connected to this sweet life, starting my day that way, and having done that, prepared for an appointment I had scheduled to go to. And I was looking forward to it because I needed it. Had some reaction on my skin. Don't know why, but I know better now. It's doing better. I'm doing better. I hope y'all are all doing well. And even if you're not 100% well where you are in the state that you're in, that too is an opportunity for you to notice how you are with yourself, how you are, your idea of what is going on, and notice how you may put where your energy goes with all of it. Are you able to look at it and without trying to figure it all out, and just be with what is? No, it's temporary. All of life is temporary. And just to ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What is this showing me? What kind of opportunity is this bringing to me? So I had an appointment, and I was happy to be there. Everything is resolved. But not only that, this is what I wanted to share. So I arrive and I have an appointment at a certain time. I'm on time, which is early. And I see a waiting room full of people, and it's a new place. And I notice how I started to judge the situation. I see a lot of people, so I'm like, lots of people are here, and they all look like they need help, which I'm included. And they tell me it's going to be a wait, and the wait is going to be probably another good 30 minutes. Sit down, and and I'm looking. I'm like, first of all, why am I waiting so long? First of all, I'm early. Why are they late? When she said 30 minutes, it's like she knew. Not 10 minutes, not 5, 10, 30. So I said, is this the norm? She said, most times. So again, taking and asking the question, is this the norm? What's the norm? What really is the norm? So that's telling. It seems to be when I asked the question, I had an expectation of something nobody can control. What is the norm when you're waiting to be seen? There are people that are in need, and myself included. You don't know what the time frame needs to look like. I mean, it's going to look like. But that I need to know is interesting, and it's very interesting and telling, because needing to know, that's a lot of energy. What else do I need to know that I'm gripping on, some expectation? And there's so much that I don't know, may never know. And isn't that the joy, not having to know it all? And when I can say I don't know, woo, how freeing that is. So not knowing how long, but the fact of the matter that I am there at an appointment, having had a great morning, doing better in the situation than I was when I made the appointment, having the health and strength to get up and walk this beautiful park, literally walk the park. Remember, I talked about serenity, the sweetness of the park, the presence of all of this beautiful nature. Talk about having a positive attitude, not because I'm trying to, because I get to slow down, breathe in this air, having the lung and the lung capacity to do so. Come on, like seriously? So gratitude. Anyway, I go and I say, okay, now I need to seat. There's a lot of people here. Where am I going to sit? So I'm casing out the place. I don't want to sit too close to anybody. Well, where's the space? There's a little bench with two people, with a room for two people. There's one person there, and I snuggle to the corner of the little bench. And shortly after, she's called, and I have the whole bench to myself. So I chuckle, because I'm really connected to myself and my experience of myself. But most of all, there's this quite noticeable awareness that, like, girl, are you paying attention? Are you really paying attention? Because if you're paying attention, you'll get to see and understand everything that's happening in and around you is you. How you respond to a thing is you. Your perception of a thing, you. Your well-being, you. Your healing, you. Your joy, you. Your suffering, you. All of it, you. So I sit myself down. I cozy up, and I take out my book. I'm reading Karma. The book Karma is written by Sadhguru. When I tell you, I won't tell you. I will invite you, or just share with you, that what a great opportunity to read into that book. When I tell you the pages were flying, I mean complete. And me, I get it. I'm thinking, and then my mind can go like, where else am I going to go with this mind? So comprehension, not always there. I get it in the moment, and I get it so good that I feel like I just move past it. That's a way that I have operated for a long time, in the way I take in information. And sometimes that's helpful, sometimes not so much. But the point is, in my reading, it got so good, and at the same time I had to go to the bathroom. So now I'm looking. I got to get up and go to the bathroom. All these people. Where am I going to sit? Somebody's going to take my seat. And I'm thinking all these things. And I realized that ain't my seat. That's the seat for anybody that needs it, that gets to it. They get to sit down. They get to sit down and wait to be seen, to be served, to be helped, to be assisted with their healing. That ain't my seat. But those aren't my thoughts at the moment. I get up, I go to the bathroom, and I experience myself looking and noticing how convenient everything is, how nice everybody has been, speaking to people, bathroom experience clean. Why am I telling y'all all of this? Because for me, and at times, perhaps for you, where you're so aware, or there are times when you're so unaware, that all of that matters. It matters because it's an opportunity to smile and say, oh, wow, how well I am, where I'm taken care of, that everything I need is here and now. The littlest things, the most subtle things, the things that spark, talk about a joy spontaneously. I'm smiling in the bathroom because it smells, I realize it smells good in here. As good as good commercial smells can be. Yeah, it's clean. Has toilet paper, lots of it. Everything's functioning. Not one bathroom, but several bathrooms that are private. So I go out of the bathroom having completed what I needed to do in that comfort. And I'm thinking, as soon as I come out, where am I going to sit? And so I see another seat, I sit. And there's another bench, somebody's on it. The person that's there, she gets up right away. She's called. And she's so centered. And someone that I recognize kind of was a reflection where she was there. She needed help, I'm sure. But perhaps it didn't appear like her need was like so many other people, was so apparent. I saw so many people and my heart just was like, wow, thank God they're here to be, helped. And thank God that I can see people in this moment where I can just connect with them and understand that we're all doing the best that we know how to do with what we have. Sometimes, that's conscious, sometimes it's not. That if we make it conscious and make it aware, maybe we can do even more without pushing, shoving, but maybe just asking for a little more help. And people were there for help, just like me. And so the person got up, I took that seat, and I really cuddled up with my book. When I tell you the book's reflections and connection to every thought that I have is my own making. And that's karma. I don't know what you know about karma. I know we may have heard the word and we think it's cause and effect. We think it is maybe not even good, but karma is everything. Everything. Everything that has manifested is from karma, in terms of what we are living out for ourselves personally. So I don't want to speak too much about it to try and conclude on anything. But what I will say, in the book, it was so helpful because I was like, this is absolutely it. It is so clear that all of what I am experiencing is my making. So when you're not feeling well, you have a reaction to something like me, I'm at my skin, what is happening? There's some things that I definitely didn't realize I had created, where I shaved my legs and some kind of something got under that skin and reacted, but not bad, because here it led me to an appointment that I got to meet some people that as soon as I walked in, and I was called right away. I wasn't there long waiting. I go back to having reading. I started writing. I could no longer not write. This connect, this insight. It was so profound. I have to write. And writing for me is another imprint on my being. Like when I write, because I like to use my hand. I'm a creative person. I love to use my hands. Anything tactile is a memory, for most of us. But I was like, wow, this is a great time to be able. I'm writing. I didn't even think about it. So I'm writing. I don't know if the sun is going one way or the other. I just stopped to talk to you. And I fill up the pages. I'm underlining my book. I had not underlined one book, especially by Sadhguru. Why? Because I was just in the reading, and then I kept saying, I'll come back to this book. So I'm going to just leave it be and, like, all nice. It's so much nicer having my little squiggly lines under the things that really stood out. So I'm called and I go into the office. As soon as they greet me, it's pleasant. Just the call of my name, getting it right, taking me to the room and saying as soon as I came in and settled in, you know, you have some really good energy, says the doctor. Thank you. And I say, and he said, no, thank you. And I had the best visit. I had more insight. I'm even going even further to have some allergy tests just to see. And the doctor explained. He said, what you're experiencing is something you could experience. You experienced probably some point, but just not to this level because of what combination of things happen. But I listened and I realized I don't have to have it figured out. I don't have to have an idea that I have it all together and that everything is all well all the time. The body is an amazing divine design, and it speaks to us through these reactions. So I'll get to where I am with you, the reaction of your body telling. Yeah, and maybe you need help to figure that out. The reaction of your mind, so telling. And maybe you need some support figuring that out. But most of all, we know, and we don't have to know it all. I started saying, I don't know it all. But there's so much that we do know. We have an experience, and we've realized there's something speaking to us. And but are we taking time to be with that thing? Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of those ways, are we paying attention? Having that awareness and then taking time to sit with that. And how do you do that? Maybe you need help in doing that. How do I sit with that? Sitting with that, it doesn't mean you stay with that, but you're with that in a way of allowing yourself to have the experience, take note of the experience, and then letting it be that experience, not that it's everything else. It's just that experience, and let that unfold. Sitting has been a thing I've been doing since my inner engineering in a way I've never done before. I've done it with Sadhguru, and it's been so profound, so powerful, so helpful. The sitting comes much more effortlessly and easily after having moved my body a little bit. So I'm committed to that. Am I in it all the time at the same time, the same way? No. Do I recognize it as a support to me in ways that I can't even imagine? It's never happened otherwise? Absolutely. So I'm called to be in that state and experience where often a lot of times the answers we're looking outside, even from the doctors or wherever we go for help, even though it's for us. But sometimes, and I want to say it the way I'm experiencing it for myself, always it begins within. So even if I go to a doctor or go somewhere and get a trainer or a coach or whatever leadership to help support, or just whatever companion of support, it's nobody else's responsibility of your life. So how do I show up for an appointment? I have no information to give them. No, I've tracked. I know what I've been going through. I know what I experienced that caused a reaction on my leg. I don't know why, but to offer some information. So I'll go back to the doctor saying, you have good energy. And I said, well, thank you. And he said, no, thank you. And I said, well, let's just both be thankful. Because we both recognize that there's something energetically that supports all of us. And so this feeling that I'm experiencing, the experience that somebody else gets the experience of you, me, and all of it, all of life, really begins within, because he could have easily said nothing. The doctor could have easily just moved on to what my appointment was about for me. And I thanked him, and I thanked the student that was working with him for their presence and how they were able to connect with me um, so openly for me to even share. So I'm going to share that. We're not in this life to just be living life alone. What you have inside of you is not just for you, it's for everybody. And when I say everybody, anybody that resonates with it or aligns with it will come your way. Either they'll listen to what you've had to say, they're watching how you do what you do, they're peering in some way. So my whole thing for me, not trying to change the world, but be the change you want to see in the world, begins with you. That's Mahatma Gandhi. How do I not know that? Uh, but you know that whether you know the name or not. So if you're looking for peace around you, you have that peace within you. If you don't feel that, sit. Figure out what's getting in the way of your peace that surpasses all understanding, really just being so prevalent in your life, because that is the healing. You are the medicine. Hello everybody, you're the medicine. Not only so, whatever your experience is, remember, it begins within. Take good care of yourself. If there are some things coming up in your life and you're experiencing yourself in a way that you might even be judging, how am I a person that's sharing holistic health, teaching yoga, all these things, Ayurveda, living a lifestyle that, I align as much as I know how to and can and devote to, where things are, conscious. How's that happening to me? Something. But why not you? Why not? Because I knew, as I asked that question, what is this trying to show me, teach me? One is to let go. Let go of it all having to look and be a certain way all the time. Like, what is that? Perfecting, pleasing, performing is a waste of your good energy, my good energy. There's no one or nothing judging us, most times more than us. That's not what this life is about. That, again, is our own making, our own doing. That creates suffering. So karma, once again, be intentional. Hello. Notice your thoughts. Set it up for the way you want things to be every moment. Yes, it could start in the morning, but it's a thread throughout your day. There's something in front of you right now that you're up to. Maybe there's a place, someone, something that you'll be engaging in or you're considering. But consider it already happening. How are you going to be in that? How do you prepare for that without it being a major preparation that you need, that there's an expectation of you, but that you can just be that full-fledged life of flowing joy, presence, feel that bliss already. Be on that high. There's a lot that gets us high, and it is not sustainable. But this practice with yourself, within yourself, is the medicine. And it's always with you. And it's always moving through you, working for you, and all around you as you. You're not aligned. And I'm not just talking about you because it's just you. You are in alignment. I'm not talking you in this identity of who you stand here to be. I'm talking about that in you that moves you beyond the mind, that moves you beyond any preconceived thoughts or any conditioning and belief. Hello, the you that knows. Now that knows, that part of you that knows. So thank you all. I'm just so grateful for this day, for this time, for this walk, for this space. Again, this platform I'm standing, I started teaching yoga right here in the park. People would gather with me, donations, just friends, people that wanted to see me do this. People I hadn't seen for a long time but knew what I was up to and said, Heather, do it, I'll be there. Just enough. Just enough. We gave just enough of what we had in that moment, and it was enough. So because of that experience, because of this space, because of that flow within my heart of sharing and caring to be here has really guided me on my practice and my teaching and my growth and my evolution of all of this, just this beautiful flow. I'm grateful. So I stand here because I want to share with you. And meanwhile, this is a moment I'm having a profound experience in how humble. Because since this time of being here and sharing the practice, I've been through so much. If you listen to my channel, you know I've had some things happen. But what I can say, and my sister always says this, you always have a way of just moving through in a way that I wish I could. So I don't take that lightly. I don't compare my life. I don't want you to compare your life. I don't want you to do anything but live your life, because it's your life to live, and you get to do that fully. You get to be free. You get to release anything that has had you in bondage. You get to forgive. And if you're forgiving and you're only thinking about forgiving somebody else, remember to forgive yourself too. So thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for whoever you are. I don't know when you'll see this, but I'm going to post it. Because just like today, who knew I would be here? Who knew I would need to see a doctor? That's not on my list. That's not what I want to do, but I get to. And there are people that are out here to help us, all of us. So I hope this helps you. I hope you just continue to be available for life, available to live life, and available to be a mother to life. Just mother yourself in all ways, in all that is around you. You deserve it. Who knew? But this is how I am, and this is who I am. And I'm grateful for that. So, and I just had a birthday. So I just had a birthday. That's a whole nother story, but it was such a great, sweet celebration. So what a gift. And so I shared my gift of my new year with you. I'm grateful, and thank you. I know you're grateful too. So until next time, I'll see you. Wow, love living. This is Heather. You know you can comment, you can speak, you can write, you can share. Most of all, just know whatever you choose to do, it's a gift to do it, because you're here. Now, if it's now, and let it be of pure joy. Oh, the sun found me, I found it, but we're here together again. So I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you very soon. You can always talk in the comments. I come back, it seems sooner when somebody comments, because I notice, so I try and get back to say something and just have a presence with that. So feel free, and you are free, and you are so needed. Not because of a version of yourself, but yeah, you're needed. You're needed. Start with you. Talk to you soon. See you soon. Stay well, be well. You're already well already.